Hello, football world. Welcome to another exciting episode of Futbol'Dmoore podcast. Not your regular host, but yeah, a familiar face, Titan. And here with me is SMG, Mr. Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Of recent, I don't understand what this up. Yeah, we are going to be having an AFCON overview, our thoughts, what people have been expecting our takes on it. So yeah, something happened, an event happened actually. Something that is going down the books of football world historically. Something I think many fans were not expecting it in a final match. You understand? FIFA president was available, CAF president, many dignitaries.
Everybody did.
SMG, have you, being a football fan, your experience being a football fan, have you witnessed something of that?
Actually, that was a first in a major tournament final for me. That was a first. And now to go to my takes on what happened. Me personally, I'm in support of what happened. Because leading up to that final, there has been numerous calls of the host being dubious. As in, obviously, they've been all over the place.
We're a victim also.
We actually expected that the officiating would favor them to an extent. But it was like, they are now taking it too far. Like, they already bought the tournament.
These people were, desperate. They were showing it that we are desperate. That we want to win this. Don't have by force.
And there's only so much you can take. Football is all about passion. It comes with emotion and everything. So the Senegalese team actually walking off in a final, for me, I think is right. I totally support it because come on now, you can't just be robbing people and then you still want to dictate how they react to you actually robbing them.
But yeah, it is unsportsmanlike. As a professional, you don't walk off the pitch. That is it.
As a professional, you don't cheat people.
I think Obi Mikel and John Obi Mikel and one other Moroccan, I think, legend were having it off in the studio. I think the final studio.
Yeah.
They were having it off that Obi was supporting them like in a way that Senegalese should walk off, and the other guy was like, two wrongs cannot make a right and stuff. I said, okay, yeah, fine. We know that what they did was wrong, fine. But what Morocco has been doing right from start is also wrong. And
it's not just one wrong. They've done it over and over and over. So that's two wrongs already that did not make any right.
I've never seen a player going off the bench to stay behind Mendy
just because you don't want the keeper to use the towel. And the guy is using the towel just to rub his hand. I don't know, maybe they are thinking it's witchcraft or they are trying to jazz the game.
They did the same thing to one by.
Yeah, they did the same. I mean, the guy is trolling them all over the place on social media now, you understand. But it was just an eyesore. I mean, there's an officiating ref on that pitch.
Yeah.
Why will you leave a guy that is supposed to be on the bench to stand behind the opposition keeper's post? No card. No shunning, like, oh, guy, go back to the technical area.
This should be their
trophy day your hand. So, it was really a nice thought, to be honest.
There was one player that I love very well, but I was really disappointed to see him participate in something like that. As in the current African best player.
It was crazy.
I was like, so you said you follow join them with this.
You understand? So it was almost like you've been teasing these guys, you've been teasing them, you understand, all through 90 minutes running into extra time, and you just expect that they will keep their cool.
But do you feel do you feel Brian Dyer's miss was intentional?
It was not intentional. Those petty guys will miss a penalty. They will miss a penalty intentionally.
That was my thoughts also.
I literally saw a clip when immediately took the PK.
Yeah.
That board that is all over, he displayed goal. You understand?
So they were even ready.
Yeah, they were ready.
So
them losing on purpose is a lie. The guy literally wanted to humiliate Senegal by taking a Panenka penalty, but it went wrong.
Yeah,
the god of football, they drew overtime that day. You understand?
My take on that was that Gen Z, Kama of olden days, now they take time. Gen Z Kama na 5G they use. So yeah, I think that was what happened. You had the intention of humiliating the keeper, with all the dramas and stuff that happened. So and then they know the Panenka Mendy.
I guess guy didn't do his homework.
He didn't do it.
Yes,
well,
you understand.
So yeah, I feel okay all round. How will you rate the competition?
To be honest, before now, it was, for me, it was a very good competition. So the best way I would do this is I will split it into categories.
Okay.
In form of gameplay and facilities, Morocco actually did a top-notch job. I won't lie.
Kudos to them.
Kudos to them. I mean, the pitches were top-notch. The football, I mean, the ball, the soccer ball itself, the branding, everything was good. But let's come to hospitality. From the clips that we have been seeing, those people are hostile as another thing. Don't let me use the F word here. I mean, it is just a tournament, for crying out loud. You are not the first one that will host an AFCON tournament. We did host it and we lost. Nobody died. You understand? They just took it so personal. You understand? Their journalists were walking out of press conferences and stuff. You understand?
Yeah, according to history, they won it last 1976. That's 50 years. So I'll take it personal also. With all the money spent.
I mean, it's not anybody's fault that, I mean, they've been coming to the tournament. Let them win it.
And there's this claim that they are not African. What is your view on that?
Well, that's kind of we going right into politics. But this is it. There was actually a time they left the African Union, you understand? They wanted to join the European Union, blah, blah. Those ones rejected them. And they came back. So there was like an hiatus of like, say, 20, 30 years where they were not in the African Union. Okay. You understand? So I feel a lot of black Africans still has that resentment towards them.
No, it is obvious.
You understand? So everybody was against them, like they won't win it, said they won't. Yeah, you understand? So it was just a whole lot of emotions riding on that final, and everything just combusted. You understand?
Made them brace up, sincerely. Made them brace up.
When people don't choke out for their matter like this, make them no worry.
Then they go 100 years. So yeah, we won't stay on AFCON alone. We'll go to, let's dive into European football. So yeah, there's this known, I don't know how to tag them. There's this known, you get one round something like this where they always get cover and you supposed don't know people where they talk. You know what? I know Arsenal fans are never going to like me, and I'll never like Arsenal football. I don't just know why. We know if we gather, Red, you see, it differ.
You are this your world champion, guy. You calm down.
So yeah, do you feel Arsenal? Should I say favourites, or do you feel Arsenal will eventually win the Premier League title this season?
For whatever reason, the lines are kind of just aligning for Arsenal.
Okay.
For starters, all of their potential challengers for the title are really having a down season.
Yeah.
We are talking about Liverpool. We're talking about Manchester City. You understand? But having said that,
man, you know the pattern.
No, guy, I go quarrel. But having said that, knowing Arsenal like I know them, you see, last week the game against Nottingham Forest, for me, at the end of the season, is going to turn out to be a very big game.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's a game they should have won.
Sincerely,
they went ahead and drew it.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to be the beginning of their wobble this season. I'm not a doom prophet of doom. I'm just saying. I don't think
that is what you want, or that is good.
No, that's what I feel would happen. Yes, because I feel in their team they just don't have this champions mentality. You know, when you can just grind out results irrespective.
Some players in that team they have, as in, according to what they say and how they play, I think they have the mentality of wanting to win. But one person cannot make
you understand? Yeah, it has to be a collective.
It has to be a collective.
Yeah,
mentality.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, if you would ask me, I want them to have that hope till game week 37.
No, 37 is too close now. No. I mean, they already have a buffer of 7 points right now.
I want them to have that hope till game week 37. So it will be a 1 point decider.
This so invested in the tears of
1 point. that last game weekend, and that tears they always pay pass. Like final tears. So you didn't win. Reach like 89 minutes, they're going to equalize you. 90 plus 4, they're going to score you again. Now that tears will pay you pass.
You don't do it before. I feel relate.
Most of them.
I feel relate. You don't do me before now.
Most of them, well, Arsenal fan. I know say una no go won't like me.
They don't even like you before. They don't like you. They won't like you before.
So yeah, over the weekend, Manchester United. Well, to me, not something how should I put it? Not something exciting.
You know if it dey exciting to you, that why you go dey exciting?
But yeah, I wasn't surprised. Yeah, I wasn't surprised because Manchester United always have this, mentality and spirit playing big teams. So I always knew one thing for sure is either they are going to turn up or they are going to get battered. So it's one way or the other. You understand? So yeah, I was expecting that performance against City and new manager bounce and stuff. So yeah, I would like to ask you, SMG, do you feel Carrick? Okay, how will you rate Carrick and Amorim style?
No, I can't just start to rate Carrick just yet. I mean, it's just his first game coming back the second time. You understand? But to be honest, I'm not expecting they'll keep him on as the permanent manager. They should not use sentiment like they did with Solskjaer the other time.
Okay.
Man, you actually really need a coach with a strong personality, a full-time manager or coach, whichever. They will do that talk when they sign the contract. You understand? But they really need somebody that can impose himself on that squad. Okay. You understand? And very important, that person needs to be flexible.
Yeah.
We don't want somebody.
I was about to say
you understand?
That.
We don't want somebody that will be like, is 3 at the back or nothing, or is 4-2-3-1 or nothing. You have to be able to adapt to games.
Yeah.
Having said that game, this derby match, to be honest, what stood out for me is not even the result, because even under Amorim took us to Anfield and we won there like we've not done in 10 years. So for me, the result is not a big deal. What stood out for me was the performance. I don't know, maybe those guys, they were holding the aggressiveness they showed that day, or they just wanted Amorim out of the club. But the way they played, it was so surprising. I don't know how Carrick did it in 3 days to get them to perform like that. But the performance for me was what stood out.
Well, if you would ask me, I'm always bent on analysis and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
But I feel sometimes you just need to do the basic. It's as simple as that. You don't need to force things. And another thing is, players would want to impress the new coach. If you are giving the minutes as the new coach, you want to impress him and stuff. You understand?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are doing the basic, everything not really hard. But I feel
why have they not been doing the basic with Amorim?
You said you said the other time that Amorim is not flexible, and that is one thing I don't personally like about him. He's not flexible. In the normal day, as in the present football world, you need to blend with how they are playing. Guardiola, who is mentor and then role model to many young coaches right now.
Yeah.
Coming from Spanish La Liga to German Bundesliga, he was changing his system.
Yeah.
Coming back to Premier League also,
yeah, sure.
He changed system. Season year in year out, he always changed one or two things about the system, and that's why I've always saying this to football fans, that there's no tiki-taka again, but you just see positional play has taken over the world, and that is Guardiola for you. Understand? So you need to change your
just
system. You need to be flexible.
Your system, yeah.
You need to be flexible. You understand? So yeah, I feel maybe Manchester United fan. Do you think you guys are back? Many Manchester United fans.
Well, the amount of time when I don't ask me this question, this season.
Now.
Wait, maybe we're back. No worry, we are coming. But Manchester United is very far from back.
One thing is just I'm not happy about something.
What?
As I talk this thing now. As soon as
what made we back?
As soon as say I know be host now. Say I don't go level say I know be host again. As soon as I know be host now, it gets something I supposed to talk.
Talk out lah.
But yeah,
honestly and sincerely, Manchester United is very far from back. You understand? It's too, like I said, I literally did a rant on it. It's still a very long process. Okay. You understand? Carrick, just bringing Carrick in to steady the ship is a good thing. Let's see how far. For me, I feel the highest Man United will go this season is 5th. Okay. If Carrick gets us to 4th, he has overachieved as far as I'm concerned. You understand? And if you can do 5th, I will still be happy, because that might even get us in the Champions League. You understand?
Yeah.
But having said that, Man U is very, very far from back. We still need 2 solid transfer windows to improve our squad level. You understand? Because don't worry, there's still a lot of average players in that squad presently.
Yeah.
And over a 38 game season, I don't think they can win you the league. So until they fix that, and those bored guys too, they need to get their acts together. You understand? You cannot just be wasting money hiring and firing manager every 3 months. it was them that signed this guy from Newcastle, Ashworth, Abikini, and then in 2 months they sacked him again because the guy was giving them a particular type of manager. You understand that they should sign this? They sacked him. Now they brought in another person. In 14 months. In 14 months now, they sacked the manager that they used almost 10 million naira to pay off his contract. So they just need to get their acts together and know what they are doing. All these dilly-dallying won't get us anywhere quick. You understand? And at the end of the day, they will keep blaming the managers. You understand?
So I think it's getting frustrated already.
It's really it's annoying.
Having said that, still on Manchester United, there's a big game coming. Manchester United against
the Gunners.
The Gunners. I swear, everything where I just do it. Sometimes myself, I could just think and say, "Which I do for Arsenal, she good." But yeah, Manchester United against Arsenal Football Club.
That's a big game. It's going to, for one, at least Man U is getting. We are playing a major role in determining how the league will end up eventually. In 2 weeks, you understand? But it's for me as a Manchester United fan, what I just want, I'm not even really concerned about the results just yet. Let them just try and reserve some portion of that performance last week and just copy and paste it in this game for Arsenal.
So you want to
understand? If they can perform like they performed last week in against Arsenal, don't worry, Arsenal is in for one hell of a game.
But you don't want it for sure. Arsenal is more balanced right now. Arsenal has more stable backline. Yeah. More stable. Let's just say balanced all round.
I feel like they are the team that have the most depth in the league.
Yeah, it's going to get more. As in, the game is going to be a different ball game.
Entirely, definitely, and they are playing at home. So
what do you
don't really have the fans.
They are playing at home also, so that's also an advantage for them. Yeah. So what do you feel the game is going to? As in, do you think Manchester United have a chance? To.
Of course, we are, man. Any game Manchester United plays, we do have a chance. You understand? And I'm not even being sentimental now. You understand? I'm not being sentimental. Any game Manchester United is playing, we have a chance. But the game, for me, this is how the game will pan out. Arsenal will definitely have more possession. Okay. Manchester United will look to play on the break. You understand? But I feel the game will be determined in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
You understand? If Casemiro can come to the game, if Kobe can just play like he played last week, don't worry, anything can happen. And no Arsenal.
So I'm going there already. So Amorim was more of like Kobe Mino and Bruno Fernandes cannot click together. That is part of the flexibility we're talking about.
You understand?
He said they can't play together. He said he sees Kobe Mino as maybe a replacement to Bruno Fernandes. I was surprised because I thought Kobe Mino is a deep line playmaker and stuff. Maybe a CDM and a CM. That's his style of play.
Yeah.
So I was a bit surprised when he said Kobe Mino will only be a replacement to Bruno Fernandes, that they cannot gel together. It boils down to his back three system that can only occupy only two midfielders. And Fernandes also has to drop.
He actually did
to accommodate him. At some point, at the beginning, he didn't gel well with Fernandes. So do you feel Kobe Mino is going to get more chance now?
Definitely. I mean, Carrick is a big fan of Kobe Mino for whatever reason. Mino is actually a very good player.
And do you
Carrick love him? He literally did an interview on him. He said if he was the manager of the club, he's going to definitely build the squad around Kobe.
He's a
and obviously
player.
We already see that in the first game. You understand? So
he's a good player. So I also love him. But do you feel what's it called? Mino coming back into that Manchester United rhythm, you guys will definitely defeat Arsenal with it?
The problem Amorim had is we defeat Arsenal. I can't say 100%. Like I said earlier,
I want to put him on this spot.
No, don't put me on this spot. Like I said earlier, anything can happen. But with the system Carrick is playing, Mino is definitely going to perform. I mean, you see him against Rodri. I mean, a Ballon d'Or winning CDM, and he played. He did play. You understand? So I don't see what will stop him playing in Russia. They get rice. I don't forget. But their rice, he goes soggy.
So that's it, Football Watch.